It's been a pretty rough couple of weeks. Most people I know have had their everyday lives upended for at least the next few weeks, maybe more. And we're all stuck inside with not a whole lot to do. We have a whole lot of free time. With mine, I've created the Pocket Studio sessions with my brother Steve so that I can bring short form music lessons and content to my students as well as anybody else that can help during this time. I plan on doing a few series of technical and functional music lessons, but recently something else has come up that I feel is a bit more important. Several of my students were robbed of their end of the year music performances at their schools and churches due to stay at home orders in the state of California. Many of these students had worked for months, in a few cases all year, for these concerts. It just didn't sit right with me, and I figured at least I could do something about it. So I figured we could create our own virtual concert together at home. But being that no two students were working on the same piece, we're going to need something entirely new. The real problem is finding something everybody enjoys and wants to participate in. So I figured, why not write something? I have a bunch of students who are interested in songwriting, and I could show them my entire process start to finish. I could draw on my diverse student base to compile a short list of instrumentation, styles, technical abilities, and open projects that would shape the composition and orchestration. Then I could create detailed lessons for all of the parts and share them on YouTube. Finally, I could have anyone who wants to participate record themselves, and I could create a composite performance. So let's map out the key data points. Currently, I teach guitar, ukulele, bass, drums, and piano. The styles include pop, rock, jazz, metal, hip-hop, country, blues, classical, folk, cinematic, mumbly stuff, and something called potato grindcore. The technical abilities of my students range from about 2 months in to semi-pro. While some of my students read little to no musical notation, other students rely entirely on musical notation to play music. And amongst them, some have little to no experience reading outside of the keys of C major or A minor. Meaning step one is already out of the way. We're writing this thing in C major. Some of it in tablature or rhythmic notation with chord symbols. Some of it just in musical notation. Further, let's set some other creative confines to streamline this process. I'll write it in 3 contrasting parts, a common form in any genre, classical or modern. We'll use transitions to create space for solos for beginning students, while leaving a larger section open for improvisation to showcase the talents of more experienced players. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see a lyric competition for any singers out there. Although I'm going to compose a lot of this on the page, I always like to start with sketching out ideas on the respective instruments. While none of these might actually make it to the final song, this is part of the process, so check it out.